building with the huge staircase is Wallasey Town Hall. The building was actually built back to front, so that the front could face the river. To the left of the town hall, and behind the trees, is a red brick building with a glass conservatory. This is Gillingham Baths, opened in 1908. Some say that the name comes from a bag of guineas once found washed up on the shore here. Originally, the water used to fill the pools was seawater taken from the River Mersey and filtered. It obviously had an unusual quality, because between 1908 and 1957, 205 national, European and world records were broken here. We advise you to remain seated throughout the journey, particularly when arriving and leaving terminals, and we ask cyclists to alight after all foot passengers have left the vessel. Please be aware that at low tide, the link-spun passenger bridges will be at a steep angle.
Wow, man, it's really cold out here, guys. Wow, freezing.
So please ask for help if required.
So I think the next stop is over here, which is I think this is Birkenhead. I think. Oh no, not that again. No, stop. No. Oh, for crying out loud, every time now. Copyright. Right, there's the Liver building. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something with this footage, man.
The service as we know it today was created by the engineer William Carson, who took charge of Mersey ferries and in 1863 constructed the floating landing stages. Carson suffered much criticism, with predictions that the first storms of winter would carry the landing stages away. Nevertheless, as you can see, his idea has stood the test of time and is still the most convenient way of getting passengers on and off the ferry. Over the years, the Mersey ferries have not only provided transport for visitors and the people of Merseyside, they've also played their part during both World Wars.
Square brick tower close to the river is the ventilation shaft and pumping station for the Queensway Road Tunnel, one of 6 ventilation stations used to maintain fresh air within the tunnels at all times. It took 9 years to build Queensway, and it was opened in 1934 by King George V and Queen Mary. Far down below us now are the road and rail tunnels which cross under the River Mersey.
As we approach Woodside Terminal, you can see in the distance some of the elegant Victorian architecture built during Birkenhead's heyday. Birkenhead was the first town in Europe to operate a dedicated passenger tramway, and the first ever public park was built here, an idea of William Laird, the famous shipbuilder. It was paid for by the council and designed by Joseph Paxton, the famous designer of the Crystal Palace that featured in the Great Exhibition of 1851. The park, officially opened in 1847, offered opportunities for recreation to all Birkenhead residents, with the formation of a number of park-based clubs. Paxton's design was later copied on a much grander scale by an American named Olmsted, who co-designed New York's Central Park. The clock tower with the green dome is Birkenhead Town Hall, which stands in the elegant Hamilton Square, one of the finest Victorian squares in Britain, and which, apart from Trafalgar Square, has the most Grade 1 listed buildings in one place in Britain. If you want to have a look, it's a 10-minute walk to the square from the terminal.
Woodside Ferry Terminal is also home to U-Boat Story, where you can see the fascinating World War II German U-boat U-534. The submarine has a remarkable history, and visitors are able to see into the submarine as well as view its numerous artifacts in our purpose-built visitor centre. Please check the U-Boat Story website and leaflet for opening times and more information. If you are leaving us here, why not visit the Waterfront Cafe, Home, where you can enjoy a range of light refreshments and drinks. Check with staff for opening times.
Thank you for sailing with Mersey Ferries, and we look forward to welcoming you aboard again.
This is Woodside Terminal, Birkenhead. Please leave here for Woodside and U-Boat Story. This is Woodside Terminal.
Looking to the waterside, this is the King's Dock area with its 10,600 capacity arena and conference centre. It accommodates events from rock and pop concerts to ice shows and international sporting events. To the left of the arena is the Albert Dock, the largest set of Grade 1 listed buildings in Britain. Threatened with demolition for years, they were finally restored in the 1980s and have become one of the country's favourite tourist attractions as well as kick-starting a resurgence of interest in Liverpool's wonderful architecture.
The large white and glass construction that you can see behind and to the left of the Albert Dock is one side of Liverpool One, an innovative £950 million urban regeneration project that has transformed the heart of Liverpool city centre. This development, covering 42 acres and utilising the existing Liverpool streets, is home to the very best retail brands, residential and leisure facilities. To the left are the beautiful buildings known as the Three Graces, which together form one of the most majestic and famous waterfronts in the world. On the right of these is the Port of Liverpool building, with its impressive copper dome. Opened in 1908, the design came from a rejected competition entry for the Anglican Cathedral. In the middle stands the Cunard building. Built in 1914, the building was designed in the style of a 16th century Italian palace and was once the offices of the famous shipping line owned by Samuel Cunard, who operated the first regular transatlantic lines between Liverpool and New York in 1840. Other famous shipping companies followed, such as the White Star Line, owner of the Titanic, and the Blue Star Line. Their magnificent liners berthed along the famous Prince's Landing Stage.
Society in 1911 is perhaps Liverpool's best-known landmark. Based on a Chicago waterfront skyscraper, the building is topped by the famous liver birds, which stand nearly 6 meters high. They are said to be based on an eagle, which was the original seal of King John. However, when the seal was lost in the 18th century, the artist commissioned to design the new seal misinterpreted the eagle as a cormorant, hence their rather unusual appearance. Some say that the female liver bird faces the river waiting for the sailors to come ashore, while the male is looking inland to see if the pubs are open. They have never mated, so there are no other liver birds in the world, and tradition has it that if they ever fly away, Liverpool will cease to exist.
If you enjoyed your cruise with us today, we think that you will enjoy our longer full-day Manchester Ship Canal cruise, which features a live commentary